ladies and gentlemen, halfway fixing the wagon. So took up all of my resources today. Yeah. So, and I came up with a very good idea to put more structure to the wagon. So I took some hangers, some metal copper foil hangers, and I cored it around the joints. Then I poured crazy glue, then baking soda, crazy glue, baking soda. Therefore, the hanger, well, the copper hanger coils would give it more of a strength to the well, but I'm gonna need more crazy glue. But with that said, everyone, some of you folks have been messaging me about this Dim Hartford from Sweden. He made another video. I'm already aware of it. So and I know, I'm aware. I seen it. I already watched it. I'm shaking my head too. A lot of you have personally emailed me about it and said, I'm so sorry you have to go through that kind of unprofessional. It's just, it goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't watch videos. He doesn't want to watch the videos in full. Mind you, how many times we've been, so let's point something out. Specifically in the new video that he posted. So ladies and gentlemen, how many times I've been in the hospital, and recently, how many times recently we just came back from the hospital, but how many times we have posted our medication on the YouTube channel? How many times we have posted types of medication that we needed to get from the hospital? How many times I have shown video of me getting sick or then bed rested because of being food poisoned? Mind you, he is really doubting that I got food poisoning. Are you serious? I even got a letter from the New York City Board of Health stating their concerns of the community refrigerators. See, this is why he doesn't watch the videos anymore. How many times I've talked about, I think I had something to do with the New York City Board of Health taking out some of these community refrigerators because they pose a threat. It's unhealthy. I got sick by them, and yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, like you guys said, some of you said in the comments, he's just ranting about the same things you have said in your past, but he's not talking about what you've been doing lately. No, he doesn't want to talk about the good that we've been doing lately, but then again, we never did bad in the first place. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am aware of the new video. This is why I also filed a DMCA copyright strike for that, because he's using my material, but he also didn't get permission to use any of those photos. Ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. You know that portrait of me? That black and white portrait? That portrait doesn't belong to me. I didn't take that photo. That photo is copyrighted by Clay Dewey from Madison, Wisconsin. Sir, you're gonna have to pay some type of fees for that, friend. You can't be using his photo. He took that photo. I do not own the rights to that photo. So just to give him some clarity, I didn't take my own portrait. Oops. Can I find it? It's not even here, probably. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not own the rights to this photograph. The other photographer does own the rights to this photograph. This is why I was telling you guys, be careful how you pick your battles. Because you're not only using people, mind you, we are photographers, we copyright things all the time. There's a system for it. This man knows this. Why is he using my image and then alter the image? Without consent. You didn't get permission to use the image. Sir, this is what I'm telling everyone. He's not very intelligent. If you call yourself a filmmaker, you would have investigated, should I be using his photographs to demonstrate, is this photographs even belong to him? That photograph does not belong to me. It belongs to Clayton Dewey from Madison, Wisconsin. He owns the rights to this photograph. I do not. So yes, everybody, I'm aware what he's doing. I don't really care at this time. I already told him what I'm about to do, and I already proved it to him multiple times and in so many videos, ladies and gentlemen, even in the community post. We posted your whereabouts a year ago. I have showed everybody where you lived. So, ladies and gentlemen, it just goes to show you that he's not paying attention because he doesn't want to watch the videos in full. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what he does and what he says. I trust you to make better judgment. That's all that matters to me. I trust you to make better judgment and look at his mistakes and look at my mistakes. Like I said, I'm not a fucking person. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not designed to be. That's just wishful thinking on another scale. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm tired. I've been at my studio. At the storage, trying to fix my wagon, and I'm reading these emails and all this stuff. Like, yeah, this guy he's going after you, Panda. Like, he can't do anything. Don't you realize that, everybody? All he does is rant about American people do this, American people do that, American people do this. That's all he does. Just to prove what I'm talking about, he does this on Facebook too. He just rants about people. He said Kamala Harris isn't black. She told the world she isn't fully 100% black. She's a mix. See? Goes to show you the lack of information and the lack of education this man wants to learn about a politician in the United States of America. And look at how he talks. He's like, I don't know what she said, but I don't remember, I don't recall. Then why are you watching videos if you can't recall what people say in the videos? You're not a filmmaker. Filmmakers are like journalists. They know what you said. They write things down. They don't forget. They are trained to be like journalists. They are trained to keep an eye open and hear and listen for detail. See? Ladies and gentlemen, I already know what this guy is doing. You don't have to show me or link me to his second video. You don't have to do that. I already have someone taking care of that for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I get it. I know you guys are so concerned. Well, what this man can't do anything to me. He's a Swedish man that's going through a lot of mental health problems, and he need to go find a hobby. He need to go find himself a wife. Obviously, he never shows any photographs about any children that he had or any wives that he had. But mind you, I have shown pictures of my wives, girlfriends, friends, family, daughter, everything on my channel. This man has not proved one simple fact about him, other than he goes on the internet, not just on YouTube, but every platform, to complain about what we as Americans do. So don't fall down that rabbit hole with him, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't, because that's what he wants you to do. He wants you to fall down the rabbit hole. He wants you to join his little psychopathic thinking about what he thinks. Mind you, he's a bigot and he is a racist. Look at his Facebook channel. He talks a lot about black people do bad things. Black people don't make sense. And then he talks good about black people only for the rich black people. But he never talks positive about how a poor person has saved the day. But he doesn't realize not everyone in the city has to wear a badge in order to be a hero. as I said before, not everyone that wears a badge wears capes. That isn't. I'm just telling you guys. Not everyone that wears a badge can be. Let's just say everyone that wears a badge is probably most likely a criminal. Look what happened to the. Oh man! I just read that about 25 minutes ago. California chief of the Los Angeles Sheriff Department got, mind you, he was stealing over $2 million in drug money. He's not talking about that, but he wants to talk about me being houseless. Come on, bro. You want to talk about me being houseless, but you want to talk about the real criminals. You don't want to talk about the real criminals. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not an American. And honestly, I don't care what he has to say. You have no one in America is going to listen to you in the first place. You don't vote. You don't pay taxes here. You don't have any input. You don't care about what we do. All you do is rent online. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't fall down the rabbit hole with this guy. I appreciate you guys emailing me, but the aftermath is this. He's going to pay the ultimate price for his stupidity. When he wants to get a job, or if he ever gets a job, obviously look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He can't even breathe. Long talk about my sickness of being food poisoned. Maybe you should watch my videos long enough to see that I was in the hospital for not just only food poisoning, but other things. But you know what? I digress, everyone. Go to show you, people never want to watch any of my content in full to understand the narrative. And mind you, listen to how he talks. He's just mumbling and guessing what I'm saying. He's guessing. That's not someone that's actually a filmmaker. Like I said, filmmakers are just like journalists. They pay attention to a lot of detail and a lot of things, and they never fuck up their words, or the fact that they can remember certain details. Like I'm remembering details of your timeline. What was it? 1328. When you started ranting about me faking food poison. Are you kidding me, friend? I even show medical history documents, which are private, on this channel, proving to you that I have an allergy and food poisoning. And still, he's in denial about it. So, you know what? Let him go, ladies and gentlemen. He's a bigger loser than me. Let's put it that way. I'm a loser, he's a loser, everyone else is a loser, right? I'm a loser because, you know what? I let the government do what the fuck they want. I let them take advantage of my intelligence, my wealth, my insurance, my health, especially this medical bullshit in this country. Come on, man. It should never cost me that much money to just to stay alive. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do the best I can every day to try to work with my own mental health. I talk about my mental health all the time on this channel. I'm not afraid, but he is. I'm the one that's been transparent with everything the last 4.5 years. Can he really honestly be transparent and tell the truth? And by the way, friend, since he doesn't want to watch the video, he claimed that I never displayed his donation. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain his donations. So, if you just enter his name into the PayPal system, it will show you all the transactions. And these are the only transactions that you see that he have tried to provide it. And as you can see, not only he donated the $75, because guess what, Mr. Hartoff, that's how you pronounce it in Swedish, right? Hartoff. So, Mr. Hartoff, I'm going to tell you this, my friend. Do you know I pay tax? Do you know when you send that money, PayPal takes % of taxes out of that? Because I tell them to. Because it's the law. It's a 1099, motherfucker. When you receive a donation to over $500, you have to file taxes. Stupid. That's how stupid you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, he claims that I never post this. How many times you have seen this in the last 48 hours? A few times, haven't you? So, ladies and gentlemen, he donated $75 for the ramen, right? He donated $8.55, which was the $10 donation. Why? That was for the transportation. And then we had a fallout. He said some racist stuff in an email, right? And I told him that was very unethical for you to say such a thing. He says, but mind you, he started to believe Bill Lewis and all Animals 99 going on rants. So he went off on a rant on me. How did this beef started between? Because he said something disrespectful to me. This is how this disagreement started, everybody. He said something bad to me. So I cut him off. Do not donate. You can see here. Look, he got his return. Then he donates $666 as if it was a joke. Look, 666. Who does that, everybody? So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think that was cute. I don't think it was funny. I don't think it was funny. And you can see here what I've said. Don't ever contact me ever again. So, ladies and gentlemen, not only I reported his account to PayPal, I can tell you, for instance, when I did it, because PayPal has a history of me making a report against him. Because this is not the only time he has, mind you, tried to send money, and mind you, you have to be my friend to send money. Now, or the fact that I set up a link for anyone to send money. So now he's blocked on PayPal. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't believe his bullshit lies. Other than the fact that he did send me $75 when you first met me, when you wanted to help in solidarity, but you wanted to, mind you wanted to turn the tables. You wanted to go against the principle by believing other people in the audience that never met me in person, don't even live here, like yourself. You don't even live here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I told you, don't sweat it. Let him make as much videos as he wants. He just hurting himself. But guess what? When I have to file these DCMA claims, I have to provide YouTube evidence. Keep that in mind. I have to upload and show YouTube why that he's in a copyright. Mind you, not only that he's in the wrong for using the portrait, because like I said, I do not own the rights to that portrait. Another photographer could. So that photographer could sue you for damages. So be aware of that, Mr. Hotful. Be aware of that, Mr. Hotful. That other photographer, Clayton Dewey, can sue you for damages. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys reaching out. But let's not talk about this anymore. Let's just move on after this video, please. I got better things I need to do right now. Because he's never getting back to his community. Ask him when's the last time he donated to his community. Ask him when the time he fed his community. Or he did anything righteousness for his community. Like I said, everyone, you could Google him too. And you can see that he has no film credentials. He doesn't even have an IMDb website. But I have a... Matter of fact, let me take a screenshot of my IMDb account. That's my IMDb account, everybody. Panda Photographer. Google it. Google it. Google it. But when you Google this guy, you don't find no news media coverage, no outlet, no work history in the media whatsoever in Denmark or in Sweden. He was just an independent guy doing stuff independently. He didn't have no award-winning anything, ladies and gentlemen. Google Dim Hard and you'll find out the hard truth. That when you keep scrolling, all you see is just him ranting about American people. And especially black people. Keep that in mind. I don't know what's his obsession with black people, but like I said, all you have to do is Google him. You'll find out the hard truth that he has no credentials, not even a LinkedIn account. Guys, I have everything from a Discord, Twitter. I got every social media platform plus 2 websites to prove everything, and photos and video. He has no work of his videos. Not on his, mind you, if you are an award-winning filmmaker, would you want to upload your work to prove your audience that this is who you are? But he has none of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, do what you want. But I'm moving on after this shit. I got other things I need to do. But this guy, all I ask you to do is just do a little bit of research, and you find out this guy is not being honest about who he is. You already know who I am. Who is he? Like I said, have a good one.